tears spilling over into the flood. Then storm cloud give way to the light. Beautiful spectrum, unseen before the darkness. Now such radiance. During the COVID lockdown 2020, we had lots of rain where we live in the Northern River region. And we saw many double rainbows, didn't we? When river was still where I live, we saw a perfect reflection of circle double rainbows. The beautiful gentle light, the joy of nature, it brought me tears. It made me so happy. During a stressful time, when we are going through lots of uncertainty, where we were not sure what was waiting for us and what may happen, the gentle, simple joy of nature comforted me. It inspired me to create the Rainbow Meditation Room, where everyone can enjoy the beautiful circle of magical rainbows dancing around beautifully, gently, and playfully. I wanted to create a space where everyone can enjoy and feel relaxed and be themselves. I wanted to create the space where children and young people in particular feel safe and happy. A space where joy and happiness and sadness coexist harmoniously. I'd like to talk a little bit about myself, if I may. I grew up in the regional Japan, back 70s, Shikoku Island. When I grew up, women never spoke. I thought it was very strange that no women really spoke, no women in presence of men. Later on, I learned that was a cultural norm, cultural tradition. I had a vivid and constant memory of my father constantly drunk and hitting my mother. And my mother never spoke back. Later on, I developed Stutter. It became a big thing in my family. Big thing. The grandparents, particularly grandfather, thought it's my mother's fault because she never spoke. And great-grandmother, she gave me very bitter Chinese herbs. It didn't help. I still remember. And neighbors, auntie, uncles, school teachers, school principals, everyone tried to be helpful. But it didn't help. And one day, beautiful English teacher, I still remember her name, Miss Tango, came to my home and suggested, maybe if I try to learn English, my right and left brain get connected and I may be able to speak. So I tried. In the region of Japan, we didn't even have theater like this, beautiful theater. I was running around with bare feet. There was an English program called NHK. And every morning, 6 a.m. to 6:20, 20 minutes, I listened to radio for 2 years. Then I was able to start speak. This is the fascination, the very beginning fascination of neuroplasticity, that it changed our brain. A little bit about brain, if you don't mind. I hope I'm not making you bored. Over the years, I developed the anxiety and depression, and I learned if we engage with mindfulness and mindfulness art, amygdalas, 2 almond shape in the brain, little amygdala, which is responsible for anxiety and panic attack, will shrink. So every time I meditate, every day, I imagine my little amygdala shrink. So this is continuous journey of how I develop the mental health arts program with neuroscientists and health professionals and educators. I am deeply, deeply, deeply passionate about this area. Brain can change if you want to take this journey. So, brain and rainbow. You may have heard the expression of brainbow. Have you heard? Yes, brainbow? Would you like to learn about the brainbow? So brainbow is a very exciting, truly exciting technique that neuroscientist has developed. The painting that fluorescence protein could paint your brain neurons and can see many, many neurons activities, around 100 neurons simultaneously and spontaneously. You can create the map. Isn't it amazing? So brainbow really allow us to observe the brain beyond old-fashioned of right and left brain. Our brains are so dynamic and organic. It's only map, so there are so many research still is required, and it's keep developing. As we speak, spatially, it's not just a language, movement, a smell, temperature. All of the brains are activated. Okay, so that's brainbow. And rainbow. Would you like to hear a little bit of brainbow and rainbow from neuroscience perspectives? Wonderful. So, our visual attentions acts as a gateway to awareness. And accordingly, the way we view the world. happy and satisfied people in life engage the world with positive stimuli. And this is an automatic process. So, do happy people engage the world differently? Most likely. So, how about if you're not happy? Mental health illness is a very complex symptom that could cloud the way you engage and view the world. This is not about sadness, I promise. So, how can colors can change the way we view the world? Rainbow is rare, and our brains are attuned to engage with rare. When you have a moment and pull your attention away from the amazing hue of bright rainbows in the sky, you may see other people are also fascinated and looking at the sky. We feel so lucky that we see the rainbows and makes us so happy. So, Rainbow Meditation Room is my hope that when you engage in a space, you can enter the world in a positive and happy way. We can trick our brain. I promise we can. Currently, I am developing the very exciting arts and science program for newly launched Science Gallery in Melbourne. We are creating Rainbow. Are you ready? Rainbow human mouse whale. So, in a joyous environment, we have painted, oh yes, this is my science marriage, Dr. Emma Burrows, collaboration with Dr. Emma Burrows. And by the way, the neuroscience information of the rainbow that was provided with Dr. Emma Burrows. Thank you, Dr. Emma Burrows. So the whale has been painted with stripes of rainbow. And when you engage with a rainbow, human mouse whale makes you happy. So that's a relationship about mood, exercise, and social connectedness. And I have even made the rainbow heart with all straps of rainbows, and you can click and cheers other people doing exercise. It's true. Keep moving. Makes you happy. We can trick the brain. We all know that, right? And inclusion is so important. So we made the hand wheel for the wheelchair access. And we wanted to make many, many different types of human mouse wheel, whatever it looks like. For this occasion, we made 2. And this is the very beginning of the big dream, rainbow dream we have. So during the COVID, and it still remains now, I think it's a miracle that we're here today, being in a space, face to face. And during the COVID time, we are very, very lucky living here in Australia. We have this beautiful natural environment and we're safe. Yet many of us, with travel restrictions, we have family and friends live away or live overseas. In my case, I recently lost my grandmother, and I could not say goodbye to her. Yes, the pain still remains. When we think about our beautiful rainbow regions, this is all about rainbow. I think about the tears, thousands of tears collectively gather and gently. And then it becomes a storm. Then the beautiful rainbows transform our brain and protect us. Each day we receive endless chances to renew. Let's cherish now. Thank you.